Hey guys, my name is Cidiac and welcome back to another episode of FarmTown here in City Skylines 2, where we're now just gliding over one of the brand new bypassing routes that we implemented in the last episode. We finally unlocked a bunch more tiles, which means that we can now work in brand new regions throughout FarmTown, and this is what we got set up last episode. A brand new highway which completely bypasses the ability, enables people to go from FarmTown directly to Tri-Delta. The original road from Tri-Delta all the way into Sierra Valley now has a bypassing route to completely avoid Sierra Valley, whether you're coming to or from the area. And there's a couple of turn-off roads as well, which kind of access the other side of it. And because we're having so many pressures on this junction over here, we've also created this little bypassing route from Newton all the way up to here, which allows people to go across the bridge back into FarmTown. So things are looking up. We still have a few issues here and there. Let's not kind of beat around the bush right now, boys. We still got a few traffic issues here and there, but it is really helping things out. We used to have so many traffic pressures on this junction over here, which we no longer see because we have many alternative routes. Now, big question is, what are we going to be doing in today's episode? Well, weirdly, I had this feeling of checking our exports, and because we haven't really done much work with the farming industry in the last few episodes, because it's been all kind of infrastructure upgrades, I kind of was checking it. I was like, okay, what's our biggest exports then? Surely with the amount of farms that we got, we still got to be dominating our exports purely based on the farming industry. Turns out no. I mean, we do have cotton up there at 11%, we have vegetables, and we have a little bit of grain. Not the best. But then I looked at imports, and to my surprise, yes, we have lots of cotton exports, but our biggest import is textiles. We can't transfer that cotton into textiles, boys. It shows that we need more factories. We also have convenience food as well, which is not that good. The fact that we import in so much convenience food shows that we have a deficit of producing this. In reality, boys, I don't want to see any farming related product in imports because we should be able to produce it ourselves. We also have food down here as well. Now, it's not a problem. I understand. We have neglected the farming for quite some time, so we kind of need to pump that up a little bit more. Now, some of it is based on actual farms that we place down. Some of it is based on it being turned into a product which revolves around factories. And you can see that my deficits are almost there. Our surpluses are very low. Material goods right now, you can see that we've just got huge deficits in everything. We need to up those numbers. So it's going to start first with the raw resource, and then we're going to need to basically produce more factories. So. I want to grow these areas a little bit more, and I think I'm going to start with this area to begin with. Now, we're going to give Newton a little bit of a industrial area with some factories. This is to basically create new areas of new products that we can make from the farming product. But before I can do that, before I can give Newton an industry, I need to create some more farms, which is what I want to utilize in this area. So, first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to expand Newton over a little bit. And as we slightly come out, can I just quickly select an area? 112, connect down. We're all good, right? Does that work? Yeah. I'm just going to bring this down because I'm only going to extend it ever so slightly. Not by much more than what it is right now. Just ever so slightly. Just so I can kind of get some residents living on this side that we can utilize as workers. Now, these little bits that would have connected. Well, that was a big little bit of lag there, wasn't it? So these little roads that would have connected, that don't connect, will still get the road running down and aligning to it. Some will make longer than others. So make it kind of feel like, you know, they were once connected originally but got deleted when the highway got built. It's a nice little thing to kind of think about, isn't it? Right, we'll bring this a little bit further out as well on this side. We'll make some longer than the other. Oh, I keep deselecting it. What a fool. What a fool. Some longer than the others, and we'll kind of build some residential along these sides. So we'll kind of extend a little bit of these alleyway style roads. So I bring you down, bringing you across to make it feel like it's kind of the area slightly running out, so to speak. And then we'll bring you down, bringing you across. Because you got to be a bit careful as well, I don't go too far, because I want all the farming land around it to be built up as well. So extend these further down. It will all make sense in just a moment. It will all make sense. Right, running you up. And we'll run down to there. And then we'll leave it like that. No, we'll do this bit as well. We'll do this bit as well, definitely. So I'm going to run it right through there. To there. There, and then there. And then run these slightly out. Right, don't need much more. Oh, I forgot about this side. Oh my goodness me, boys. Just when I thought I did it all, there's another section I've got to work with. Oh, Sediak, come on, boy. Open your eyes. Open your eyes right now. Right. No more. No more. It looks like a crissy-crossy pattern, but it's going to be all low-density residential, which leads into the farming area. Now, the reason for that is I can then kind of run my little kind of farming roads here, there, and everywhere. We're going to bring that to there, and then we'll pick another one. So we'll kind of come down on this one to there. Now, some of these will connect, some won't. And we'll come off you, leading down. Invalid shape? What's the invalid shape about? What's the invalid shape all about here? Alright, delete you. I have no idea what was going on then. No idea what was going on. Right, we're going to run this down to there. And then we'll probably squeeze in one more. I'm going to end that about there. So these are all going to run down because they're the kind of the straight bit of roads. And we've got now to do like the crisscross side of it. So we want to kind of stagger it all as well. We do want to stagger it all. So if I went like that and then in the middle, bring you in. Which it's not parallel? What happened then? Right, that's now parallel, isn't it? So we'll run that directly in, but not everything is as it seems, boys. Not everything is as it seems. It all gets staggered in many, many ways, shapes and forms. And we'll bring that one to there, cut that across, and then continue this down to end here, to where we'll then have you sticking out to there. I don't want to do another connection there. I think that would be a little bit wasted. And then having you like there. So that all runs... Oh no, I feel like I am going to get these connected, because there's not really much going on over here in general. So I feel like we can afford to do the connections, but you don't want them too gritty. That's where you have to kind of let, like, slightly change a few of these up. Like if I got rid of you and then I put this one in here instead. Yes, it adds more junctions to the road. It's not going to be a busy road in question. It's not going to be a busy road. But it allows us to add a little bit more in and do a couple of quirky little areas like this. To run you down. Alright, you can snap into there. You're going to go down to there. And this here will kind of bring you out. And then we'll do one about there. Right, my farming land is slowly kind of patterning together. Some areas are bigger than others. And that's where you need to kind of decide where you're running with. So if I delete little bits like that, you can kind of, you know, get this organized chaos. Almost. And that's pretty much what it is. Organized chaos. Right, run you down to there. That might be a little bit too close of a connection, so we'll go here instead. And then we'll do a little bit over here, so we'll come off this. And actually, I'll leave that like that, because I'm sure I can kind of squeeze something really, really big in there. So all this farming land then kind of connects through. And we'll pick the odd road here to connect into this side. And we'll do a connection just there. Oh, hello, hello. like that. You know, I'm going to do all these connections here. I don't know how dangerous that might be. But let's just finalize this little area. And then we can go crazy with the farming. Crazy with the farming, boys. Right, well... No, I won't get that one connected. We'll kind of come down to there. We'll bring this running down. Like that. Right, glorious. That is a lot. That is a lot of farmland I'm now going to get set up. But the amount of stuff we can produce from this should be absolutely glorious. So, we'll start with the farming then. Now, let me just quickly check my deficits. So, basically, a little bit of everything. We're okay with cotton at the moment. But a little bit of everything else would be a good idea. So, I'll start with grain. No, we'll start with livestock farming first. Now, what we got to do is got to give it the big areas. Now, a lot of these farms are pretty small. Like I've kind of zoned for it. So, we may be able to make them a little bit bigger. Now, realizing that I have gone quite small with some of these farms, we can definitely make the regions a bit wider. So, we could delete you as a farm. Delete you as a whole farm. Definitely do some deletings here. Delete you and you and you. Right, let's making some slightly wider farms now. And you. We'll delete. I'm going to risk it and delete this one. Right, that's a lot to ask for now, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Delete you. And you. And maybe you? No, we'll keep it like that. Right. I keep forgetting how big you can make the areas. I really do keep forgetting this. So if I placed you there, I can now go quite large with the farming in this vicinity. Right, if I bring you there, no. Right, I might have to slightly adjust that one. Right, we'll come back and adjust that. But look how nice and wide that now is. That's actually glorious, isn't it? Right, try and get in a few different directions as well. Oh, actually, I've got to redo that. That's one thing I do keep forgetting. Because I like to place it down there and go, oh yeah, it would fit. And then I do it and it doesn't fit. Right, there is all good by me. Very good, sir. Very good. We can get a nice one in just here. And then we'll kind of place some residential down after this. So we'll place some residential down after this. Because they'll start now demanding lots of new workers. And to be honest with you, our unemployment's really low. So we just need to get more people living in the area in general. But not too many, boys. Not too many right now. Now, we'll do a little bit of commercial first. Where we think we see is best. So a little bit just there. We'll do a little bit just there. Do one there. One there. And then we'll go with one there. And then all this is going to be residential. Like when I say, oh, it's all going to be residential, I legit mean it. Low density residential. Now, granted, we have to do some zoning on some of it. Like zone it ourselves. So we'll go to about there with this. And you don't want it everywhere. And we'll go to there. Right, that's a lot there. But it will incorporate quite nicely as well once I get more trees planted down. So 21 jobs on that. 13 on that. 13 on that. 20 on that. Let's continue. So, I know we've only placed a couple down. but it's giving us a little bit more. We've not actually got a surplus on livestock, but this is nowhere where I need it to be. I need more surplus. More surplus. So place you there. Bam, bam. Right, we're going to go through a road right now. I like the idea of keeping the road in there. Bam, 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 bam. Straight up. And then we'll do a nice large one here. So bam, wha-bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Right, this is all livestock, remember. We'll do one more livestock one here. Then I think we'll give the livestock a little bit of a rest. And I want to see what livestock... I can't remember what livestock also produces. Like as a material good. So wait for them to then kind of grow up. So what does a livestock produce in terms of material good? So livestock, we start to get a nice little surplus. Is it food or convenience food? So it's not beverages. Okay, it's convenient. It's both. It's both. And that's why you need a lot of it. That's why you need a lot of it. So I might just kind of cover this whole area in livestock farming. That's what I think I should just legit do. It's a safe bet. I'm never going to have enough. You know what I mean? I'm never going to have enough farming in general. So why not just go all out with the livestock farming in this area? Could you imagine the smell this area is going to be? What it's going to feel like? It's going to stank, boys. It's going to stank. Right, I'm not going to be able to get multiple in that area. So if I just redo this road here to about there, we should then be able to squeeze both in, right? Yes. So directly up. Keep going as we bend. There we go. Just to kind of just get that slight corner. Very nice. And then we'll place this one. Right, it's got to be on this side for that corner over there. Alright, this road bends round as well. Very good, sir. So a small one goes here. What are we caught on here? I don't like how it's done that there. I'll be real with you. I'm not a fan of what it's tried to make me do. Alright, get you there. Get you there. I can't push it in the corner. That is weird, isn't it? We're going to have to freehand this one. Why is this one so difficult? That didn't need to be that difficult just to gain that extra little section. It didn't need to be that difficult, okay? It didn't need to be. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Right, how much is this now providing? 24. Nice. So this should be pretty straightforward, this one now. We'll get the snapping back on. Do you know what? I thought it was going to be... Oh, no, it's not even connecting. Right. Why do I not realise it till the very last minute? It has to go like this. And what is going on over here? I'm not even going to play around with that at the minute. Bring you right down. Well, I've got to deep dive into this right now. Normally I can do this pretty easy. Right, you're to there. It might be easy to do this. You go there. You're there. It's not the best. But it does what I need it to do. It does what I need it to do right now. So, it is getting all the workers, which is really good to see. In terms of production right now, we are starting to get that ridiculous amount of surplus coming in. So we got to keep that surplus going, and then we need to start building the factory. So these are going to be really small ones now. These aren't like anything to sing and dance about. But it all adds up. It all adds up. Can't have the big ones without the small ones. I know there's a corner there I got to sort out. And then this here. I'm going to delete that road. And let's get one large farm here. Alright, there we go. I like the idea of the road sticking out of it as well. And then we'll leave some of them a little bit open as well. Right, that is completely all livestock farming. I wasn't expecting to be all livestock farming, but it's ended up like that. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it right now. Which has given us then a huge surplus. The second biggest surplus out of the 4 farming products, but not the biggest producer. Now, we do need to up the numbers. Oh, hello. Beverages has increased and got a surplus of. So we just need to get a surplus of the other stuff. Now, we're going to build some factories. So we need to build like a little bit of an industrial area for Newton. Which obviously is going to kind of be built around here. So I think I'll start building it over there. Because that's where I reckon we're going to get another bypassing route coming in. Just, well, I don't say bypassing. It's more of a dedicated route for this area. And I'm going to eventually end up moving this, and this will become more industry as well. Because I feel like there's a better positioning for that. There is going to be a better positioning for it. Alright, lead that down. I'm just going to create some areas. So we kind of do need to kind of build a little bit of a split where the industrial area begins. So if I do a 2-2-4... and then in like that. That there is where the industrial area then begins. So if I do another 2-2-4. Another 2-2-4. And then cut in. Yeah, we'll go for those wide spaces like that. So this here will spend all the demand. It will literally spend... Oh, and the wind's blowing that way as well. It's the perfect position. I should have checked the wind before doing any of this anyway. Right, place that all in there. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to eventually move this rail yard somewhere else. And also put an export train station in here as well. So that will now spend a lot of this demand in this vicinity. I probably won't even be able to use all of it, but it might kind of trigger other growth moving forward. Fast forward to the best of what we can do it as, and then we'll see if any of these will be producers in those material goods for the farming industry. While we do wait, let's kind of also sort this out. So I reckon get rid of that road there, because I reckon we can kind of add more farming land in general. Bring you down. Do you reckon that there is big enough for one? Gonna bring you like that. And then you down and cutting across. A junction right on a junction. That's kind of scary. Right, some large farms there. So let's place a few more there, boys. And let's see where we can get this situated. So the answer's no. I don't have the room to be able to do that. I could do if the farm was there, meaning if I ran that up and in, I could maybe get that down in this whole vicinity, which I could. Right, interesting. A little bit different, but this should be quite a big farm. It has its own dedicated road. Now, we can definitely squeeze these to be a little bit bigger. Now we've kind of played around with these areas. Right, it does bend apparently. Enough to be noticeable. We're getting a little bit out of that. There we go, that covers all of this. Nice big farm implemented in. Now, we do have the traffic still here, which we do need to sort out. I know I keep saying, oh, all the factories are built in here. So, oh, there we go. Produces beverages. What else we got right now? Produces food, convenience food. Perfect. So, we are seeing some of those factories there that do produce the goods. So, it does mean it will use more of our surplus, but it will then produce more of our material goods, but we still got a huge deficit. There's no ifs, no buts around this. We still got to find the rest of this deficit, but that will come with time. That will come with time in general. So I reckon, let me take a look at this again right now. We are starting to lose the grain farming a bit, so we're going to produce a little bit more grain right now. But this will be a battle that I'll never be able to win. I'll never be able to win this battle. Oh, I'm hoping that fits in there. Oh, you fool. Because I'm always going to be fighting it. It's just inevitable. I'm always going to be fighting this losing battle of having enough goods. But the more we can produce, the less we import, sorry. The less we import. Alright, you're then in. Now, how big is this area? This area is a little bit too big as well. So, I think we'll squeeze a small one in here. Oh, the whole thing's back to front now, isn't it? Another one in just there. Not much, but we'll squeeze them all in. We'll squeeze them all in. Look at the traffic now in this situation. It's now because we have all these industrial vehicles that are able to drive down. So I might buy you, and buy you. Okay. Oh, do I buy these two as well? No, I'm not going to buy those two. And I'm just going to place in a placeholder bypassing route. So if I hook it upon this road, which means this road then will have the ability to... skadoodle down. So where's the snap? The snap is there. Okay, I do need to buy that tile. No, do you know what? No. I'm not going to buy that tile. We're going to run off it. So what I'll do is I'll base it off these 2 points of the road there. So select you and then go to you. Right? We'll base it off those 2 points there and it will lead in and then connect into that. So if this continues up to here, and if I delete this back a little bit, I'll do a complex curve, as they call it. To run through. Now, this is a placeholder road, okay? I will edit that and change it. But it's mainly to bring people in and out of the region this way. So at 85 by 84 will work. It's a little bit of a bypassing route. It makes no sense for anybody coming down this way to turn in. It makes no sense for those people. I could make it make sense for them. But I'm going to leave that for now as just an extension of a road to see if we can get anything different happening. Who knows? But I will eventually create a better system to bypass and come from there to come into here rather than driving through Sierra Valley and turning down. It's becoming quite a built-up area, this, isn't it? It is becoming quite a built-up area. Right, delete that. Get the road back on it. So I reckon we do a smaller farm there, and then we'll kind of create another one up there. We'll split this in the middle as well. Because you need multiple going in. Now, there is a few vehicles using it, which is good to see. That is good to see. And I reckon I'll bring this dirt road all the way down as well. So it will be quite handy. It will be quite handy for a fair few amount of vehicles. So there is benefit in it. It's just the implementation right now is not the best. It is not the best. So production-wise then, we're still producing. Material goods, where we did have that slight surplus in beverages, has now gone down. I'm assuming we need to get more vegetable farming on the go. I'm not sure. Or just more factories in general. We do have more factories that we can now place, well, more demand that we can place some more factories down. So we'll do that and just see what comes from within it. But how has it changed my exports at the moment? So my biggest exports in raw products, livestock, has now shot up. Understandable. Livestock, cotton, grain and vegetables. We've now got 4 in the top exports. Textiles is still a big one in imports. So is convenience food and food. There's only 3 in imports, but 4 in exports. So we've got to remember that moving forward. Food was dropping down then for a second, wasn't it? Yeah. We could quite potentially push food out of there. We just need more farms. So I might do a little bit of vegetable farming now. But it's a battle we are going to struggle to win. Alright, let's bring that down to there. Bam, bam. I will eventually fine-tune it. I'm just going to throw what I can in now for now. And then we'll get one in here, over here as well. Put it there. So it's a nice excess of vegetable farming. Thrown in, which will provide a fair few amount more jobs. Factories are being built. Any of these benefit us? That's furniture, beverages, textiles, convenience food. So yeah, there is some there that do benefit us. So we can keep trying to push it in the right direction. So hopefully we're increasing the vegetables, which will change some of our imports and exports as well. Food's up here. We've got to try and bring that food down. So what produces the food again, sorry? Because I feel like we could kind of cancel out the food. So it is vegetables and livestock. So yeah, putting the vegetable farming in was probably the good thing to do. And it's only like 0.5% away. Oh, 0.4% away. Oh, 0.3% away from dropping down and getting out of here for food. So it will no longer be in our top imports. There we go. It's at the very bottom, boys. We could quite easily see food be knocked out of the most imported product. Wow, we've taken a % off it. We have taken a % off it. It'll still fluctuate, don't get me wrong. The more people move in, the more food you need to feed people. But we're getting somewhere with that. That was a huge benefit right there. So I might get some more veggie farming in. I'll put you there. So I do have to eventually fine-tune it all. I know I keep saying that, but I really do need to fine-tune all these little farms. Right, we'll go to there. Any more I can squeeze in anywhere else that we kind of missing? There's so many places and areas to kind of work with. There's just so many. I'm going to squeeze in one here now. This is going to be a big ask as well. If I run that to there. Oh, you're joking me. It didn't place itself in. Right, fine. We'll leave it anyway. I'm pushing my boundaries right now. There we go. Wood, has now popped in. Food is no longer in the most imported items. Textiles has come down. Convenience food is still up there. It's only now 2 here. We've got grain, vegetables, cotton, livestock, 4 versus 2. So we've made some progress. We have made some progress, but we've got to keep making the progression. Now, unemployment, super low. I can't express how low that now is. And for the first time ever, we don't have enough uneducated people working in the uneducated jobs. Yikes. So we do need to grow more population, build some more towns. But we get in there. We are getting there with making sure that farming industry is #1 within the region. I know it can be quite tedious building all this stuff, but by God, does it make a huge difference. Oh, there we go. I thought there was a little bit of traffic there. But I've got to sort out a better system for that bypassing road. And we just got to fill in more nooks and crannies with farming to make sure that we have it as our #1 export and not in the top import lists. Until next time, boys, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.